Hey everyone, Icosiel here, and today we're going to begin a new series of dungeon quest guides for the Horde, and we will begin by venturing into the lava-filled tunnels beneath Orgrimmar, better known to you as the Ragefire Chasm. Ragefire Chasm is the lowest level dungeon in Classic WoW, and unless Alliance players are needlessly determined to get there, only Horde players will have the opportunity to venture inside. Located in the Cleft of Shadow in Orgrimmar, Ragefire Chasm is a 5-man dungeon for players of levels 13 through 18. Getting all of the quests attributed to this dungeon is rather simple, so let's get started. When collecting dungeon quests, I like to work from the furthest point and work my way in. So to get to your first quest, you will want to head to the Royal Quarter in Undercity and speak with a demon named Varimathras. Varimathras will offer you the quest called The Power to Destroy, and commands you to find 2 books, the Spells of Shadow and Incantations from the Nether. He offers you one of 3 green leggings made from either cloth, leather, or mail. Accept the quest, and take the Zeppelin to Orgrimmar. Once you reach Orgrimmar, make sure you pick up the flight plan if you don't have it already. If you never visited Thunderbluff, you will unfortunately have to make a very long walk to get there, because in the days of vanilla, the Zeppelin outside Orgrimmar did not take you directly there. When you get to Thunderbluff, you will want to head to the Elder Rise, and at the end of the bridge, you will find a Tauren by the name of Rahuro, who will offer you 2 quests. The first quest is called Searching for the Lost Satchel, and you are tasked to find the body of Maur Grimtotem and bring back any items of interest on his corpse. The second quest is called Testing an Enemy Strength, and you are ordered to kill 8 Ragefire Trogs and 8 Ragefire Shaman found within the chasm. Now that you have these 2 quests, go ahead and fly back to Orgrimmar. When you get to the city, go directly to War Chief Thrall, who is found in Grommash Hold. He will give you the quest Hidden Enemies, which will require you to go to a place called Skull Rock, located east of Orgrimmar, marked here on this map. You are asked to bring back a lieutenant's insignia, and it will randomly drop off of any of the Burning Blade mobs found inside Skull Rock. Take the insignia back to Thrall, and after giving you 8 silver for your efforts, he will then ask you to speak to Niru Fireblade, who can be found in the Cleft of Shadow. Niru is also a quest giver for your final quest, so while you're speaking to him for Thrall, be sure to also accept his quest called Slaying the Beast, which will have you kill and collect the heart of a Felguard named Taragamon the Hungerer. Once you're done talking to Niru, just head back to Thrall, where he will finally give you the part of the quest chain that must be completed inside the instance. Thrall orders you to kill 2 leaders of the Searing Blade cult named Bazalan and Jurgosh the Invoker. You now have all 5 quests of the instance, so gather your group and head inside. Ragefire Chasm is a very small dungeon and should take no more than an hour to complete. As long as you clear most of the dungeon, you should have no problem completing any of the quest. To complete the quest Testing the Enemy Strength, you will need to kill the Ragefire Trogs and Shamans, but the Shamans are far fewer than the Trogs roaming around. To find all the Shamans, you will need to follow this path found on the outside of the first large Trog room you come upon. Before you exit this large area, you will want to take this path up, and at the top you will find the body of Maur Grimtotem for the quest Searching for the Lost Satchel. There is a boss by the name of Ogoflint near the corpse, so kill him and turn in the quest. What you will get is a new quest by the same name to return to Rahuro, which will reward you with either green cloth or leather bracers. The 2 books you are looking for to complete the quest, The Power to Destroy, are random drops found on any of the Searing Blade cultists found within the dungeon. There are plenty of cultists inside this dungeon, and the drop rate is good enough so as to find both books in a single run. Your last 2 quest objectives are to kill 3 remaining bosses. The first you are likely to run into is Taragamon the Hungerer, who is located here on this map. Once you kill him, be sure to loot his heart to complete the quest when you return to Niru. The next boss on your hit list is Bazalan, who can be found all the way at the end of the instance. He should be your second to last boss to kill, because just below him you can jump down carefully here and engage Jurgosh the Invoker. Great care must be taken if you choose to jump down, because there are many mobs that will likely wipe the party if they're aggroed. With the final boss killed, all of your quests should have been completed and ready for turn-in. When you go to turn in the quest Hidden Enemies, Thrall will ask you to go speak to Niru Fireblade one last time. Once you do that, you will return to Thrall to end the quest line and earn either a dagger, main hand mace, two-handed axe, or a staff of uncommon quality. With this quest chain over, you have earned yourself some decent loot and some respect in the eyes of Thrall. Thank you very much for watching the first installment in my Dungeon Quest Guide series for the Horde. If you enjoyed the content of this guide, please like and subscribe to be notified of any new content I produce for Classic WoW. To see some of the other content I have produced, you can click on any of these links shown here. Thank you again for watching, and I will leave you with a bit of lore. Ragefire Chasm was first discovered by Chief Goblin Engineer Gazlo during Rexar's visit to Orgrimmar, which occurred during the events of Warcraft 3: Reign of Chaos.